Hi, I'm Dave, and welcome to another episode of Boozing with Boomers. Yes, it's Dave, just without the COVID beard, but I kept the COVID hair. And I've been on a quest to find out what makes a great balanced cocktail, so please hit the subscribe button so we can go on this journey together. Today we're going to travel to Cuba and talk about the Mojito. The interesting part about the Mojito, it goes back about 500 years to Sir Francis Drake, who landed in Havana trying to get their gold. But instead of getting the gold, he walked away with an elixir from a medicine man, very similar to what the Mojito is today. But the key ingredient that saved his crew from dysentery and scurvy was lime. So it is the citrus. But they didn't know it at the time because it wouldn't be until 1753 that James Lind, a Scottish surgeon with the Royal Navy, would discover and prove that citrus would cure scurvy. So we got that going for us. So as I look at the Mojito, I understand being a Cuban drink and living in the United States, I can't get Cuban rum. But one of the most famous rums in Cuba is called Havana Club. This happens to be Havana Club from Puerto Rico and made by the Bacardi family. So interesting story here for a whole nother episode is the fact that they started making this to sell in the United States to be a direct competitor to the family in Cuba of the original Havana Club. So I will use this today to try to make a Mojito the way that they make it in Cuba, but using the Puerto Rican rum. The other thing about this is that I like is you get to go to your garden and use your fresh mint. So for each cocktail, and I'm going to make 2 today, you want about 6 leaves, good sized leaves of fresh mint. And then you want to muddle carefully. And then this is probably one thing I had to learn is don't smash the mint leaves, but pour in the simple syrup. So you're going to need a ½ ounce of simple syrup per drink. So you add the leaves, then you add the simple syrup, and then you just gently muddle them in the glass. And what's interesting is a lot of bars and bartenders will actually make it in the glass that you drink it with. And it's served usually in a highball glass. It just so happens I have no highball glasses, and I have a tendency to put all of my drinks in a rocks glass, which is still okay. But as we go through the cocktail, just understand you can make some variations as well. I like simple syrup versus maybe using sugar because I can vary the amount of sugar that I put in for multiple guests. So I can make one a little sweeter and one a little more rum friendly. After putting in the simple syrup and muddling for a little bit, then we're going to add our lime juice. And you want 3/4 ounce of lime juice for each cocktail. And then 2 ounces of rum. And it's a Blanco rum or a white rum is what you want. And because I'm making 2 cocktails, I'll put in 4 ounces. And the other thing about this cocktail is it breaks all the rules I was taught about shaking versus stirred. Because citrus and egg whites, you were supposed to shake vigorously to combine the ingredients. But everything I've read about the Mojito is to stir, to maybe shake once, or not shake at all. So I'm going to stir the cocktail. And really all you're doing is mixing the ingredients. So this is not a stir to chill because we're going to pour it over fresh ice, but it's just to get enough going to take the mint oils that we just muddled in the simple syrup to kind of combine with everything there. And then we will add some fresh ice to a rocks glass, or if you have a highball glass at home, and then throw the ice around. And then, as a good boomer, I want to make sure to get a taste as well. I'll make sure my guest gets a little bit more because she's waiting on this. And then you want to garnish with a nice sprig of mint. And the other trick is to get the oils to release. Just give it one spank. Try not to hurt yourself. But I am a trained professional, kind of. And then do the same thing for the boomer glass, which this is a big one, and just kind of lay it in the glass, and then the oils and the smell of the mint will be there when you're drinking the cocktail. So let's see how I did. That's a delicious and refreshing cocktail. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit the like button and subscribe so we can continue to go on this journey together. Try this, share it with your friends, and provide feedback to us so we can go on this journey with Boozing with Boomers together. Thank you. Cheers.